Hi, good evening, friends. How are you? Okay, I feel that you have enjoyed a lot in the Corona holidays. I call it Corona holidays. Why? It it damaged our education system very much. So we have to recover from the Corona cases, and also we have to remember what we have to learn in the past year. We have to remember all these things. So it is a very fortunate thing uh, to us. Why I said it is a fortunate? Now government is planning to conduct some online classes for you. You can learn these online classes at your easy time at your home. Okay, now you see, let me introduce myself. I'm S.V.S. Murthy, school assistant in English, working at ZPHS Jami in Vijayanagara district. Okay, friends. Yes, now I'm going to take class through online mode on the first unit's grammatical structure. You know, each unit has one or two grammatical structures. Now we have a grammatical structures which is experienced in the previous classes, that is type of sentence. So first let me share my views. What is a sentence? A sentence is a complete thought having subject and verb. Okay, it is a complete thought having subject and verb. So now we have to understand what type of sentence it is. So whenever two people speak in English, they exchange so many thoughts. Whatever they exchange, that should be these four types of sentences. So we may talk declaratives, we may talk questions, we may talk some orders, some instructions, we may talk exclamatory sentences. Okay, let's start our lesson. Are you working? Right. Now our topic is types of sentence. So you see a small conversation. Sai is a little girl who is studying 6th class. One day she meets her brother, cousin, Mammu. So whenever unexpectedly she sees Mammu, she expresses an emotion. Hey, it is a surprising visit. Okay. Then Mammu replies, hello, Sai, what are you doing now? Just he inquired. Sai, next. I'm studying 7th class. Please tell me about you. Mammu, sure, I'm studying 6th class at Vizag. Okay, Mummy's younger brother to Sai. Okay, now you see, next. Sai again. I see. Have you visited Zoo Park in Visakhapatnam? You see, friends, here it may be small conversation, but in this conversation, two participated in it. One is Sai, girl of 6th class. Another is Mammu, boy of 6th class. Anyhow, whenever Sai speaks in the beginning, she expresses her emotion. That emotion may be happiness, sadness, whatever it may be. Here, she expresses what it is an interjection. And this sentence ends with an exclamation mark. A sentence which expresses emotions and ends with an exclamation mark, it is called exclamatory sentence. Okay, children, whenever you speak with others, we can use all type of sentences. So that's why the first sentence, what a surprising visit, it is an exclamatory sentence. Then Mammu replies, hello, Sai. Hello is also interjection. What are you doing now? You observe the sentence, what are you doing now? Here, there is a question mark. Here the sentence begins with what, later helping verb, then ends with a question mark. This is called interrogative sentence. Interrogative means asking questions to get information or to get confirmations. Generally, we use two types of sentence. One is for information, the other is for confirmation. Students, you see, suppose you wish to get any information from the listener, we have to ask it interrogative pronouns like what, where, when, why, which, who, how, like that we use. If it is a confirmation question, I have given is also confirmation question. You see the last sentence. Have you visited Zoo Park? Have you visited Zoo Park? Here, the listener need not give any information. If he visited, he say yes. If he have not visited, he will say no. So, yes or no, that demands from the question. That's why such questions are called yes or no type questions. It is also called interrogative. In this conversation, in the second line, what are you doing? It is a confirmation question. In the last line, have you visited Zoo Park? It is the confirmation question or yes or no type question. You see, coming to the third sentence, I am studying 7th class. It is declaration from the listener. Here, declaration from the speaker, not listener, sorry. Here, if you observe the sentence 3 and 4, I am studying 6th at Vizag. Both sentences begins with the pronoun I. Some begin with a noun. Some begin with noun, some begin with pronoun. If a sentence begins with a noun and pronoun, it ends with a full stop. Here you observe, ends with a full stop. Such sentences are called declarative. We call them yes-to. We call them statements. So, all statements begin with a noun or pronoun, ends with a full stop. Okay. Then, if you observe the after full stop in the third sentence, please tell me about you. Please tell me about you. It is also a sentence. Here, please means you please, but you is removed. Please tell me about you. So, here the sentence begins with please. It indicates request. Sometimes don't. It may be advice. So, a sentence which begins with please, don't, or base form of the verb and ends with a full stop, it is called an interrogative. Okay. Here we discussed 4 types of sentences. Let's go to the types of sentence. You see, there are 4 types of sentences in English. There are 4 types of sentences in English. Okay. One is declarative sentences. Already we explained. Declaratives are nothing but a statement. Speaker speaks the sentence, listener just listen. He does not respond anything. So such a sentences are called declaratives or statements or assertive. Whatever it may be, a declarative sentence is indicated with D, capital D. You see, yes, D, declarative sentence can be shown as a capital D because D means the first letter declarative. Then you see interrogative sentences. Friends, already we explained interrogative are nothing but questions. Okay? Nothing but questions. So you see, if you want to get information or confirmation, we can pose two type of questions. One is informative questions or WS questions. Okay. The other is confirmative questions or yes or no type question. Whether it is informative or confirmative, it ends with a question mark and it is indicated as, okay, IN. Why I have taken two letters? Because imperative also begins with I. Interrogative begins with I. So that second letter is taken for the two. Interrogative IN. Okay. It is indicated as IN. Okay, friends. You see, imperative sentences. What are imperative sentences? Imperative means, already we explained, orders, commands, request, advice, warnings, instructions from the speaker. Listener will obey or not, you put it aside. Such sentences are called imperative. Here all instructions are given by the speaker. Okay, that instructions may be request mode or command mode, whatever it may be, it is indicated as, okay, I am. You see, friends, I am. The last sentence which conveys our emotions, our feelings. That feeling may be happiness, that feeling may be sadness, that feeling may be anger, that feeling may be surprise, whatever it may be. This sentence ends with an exclamation mark, and some interjections will be there. Okay, you see, this exclamatory sentence is indicated by capital E. Okay, friends, we have observed how they are indicated. Okay, next, you see, friends, here in identification of sentences, punctuation marks play key role. What are punctuation marks here? Punctuation marks are mechanism of writing. Here, three important punctuation marks play a key role in identification of types of sentence. Okay, you see, friends, if a sentence ends with a question mark, it is called question or interrogative. So we can easily identify by seeing end of the sentence. If the end of the sentence has a question mark, then you can confirm that is an interrogative. Okay. If a sentence ends with an exclamation mark, then we can easily say that is exclamatory. Okay. But the problem with full stop. Why I said a problem? Because two type of sentences take a full stop. So declarative sentence ends with a full stop. Imperative sentence ends with a full stop. Then how do we know which one is a declarative, which one is a interrogative? How do we know? Yes, you see, if a sentence has subject and ends with a full stop, that is statement or declarative. If sentence begins without subject, it may begin with please, don't to, let to, base form of the verb, whatever it may be, but ends with a full stop. Such a sentence is called imperative and statements. Let's go. Some examples, we can see the definitions and examples. You see, you see, declarative sentence already which explained twice. Once again the definition. It begins with a subject and ends with a full stop. Dear friends, you see, there should be full stop the end of the sentence. Whenever the sentence ends with a full stop, then you come. Yes, you come with the answer. That is declarative, means D, capital D. Okay. You see. Example, I saw a movie. Here see, I is a subject. That means pronoun. And movie, after movie, we put a full stop. Have you observed the small full stop? Yes. That's why declarative. Some begins with second example. Raghu went to school yesterday. Okay. Raghu went to school yesterday. Here subject is Raghu. After yesterday there is a full stop. Such sentences are called declaratives, statements, assertive. Okay, friends. Now we are going to learn interrogative. Interrogative. Already we discussed interrogative are nothing but questions. Questions are seeking the information from the listeners. Okay. It begins with interrogative pronoun. What are interrogative pronoun? What, where, when, why, which, who, how. Such a words are interrogative pronouns. It may begin with interrogative pronouns or it may begin with helping verb. Already each statement can be formed as an interrogative by bringing auxiliary verb before the subject. By bringing the auxiliary verb before the subject. And it ends with a question mark. Such sentences are called interrogative. Take some examples. Yes, interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. You see. Are you busy now? Actually, you see, you are busy now. It is a statement. He is busy now. It is a statement. She is busy now. It is a statement. If subject is in the beginning, it is statement or declarative. But we can change every statement or declarative into interrogative. How? Here you observe helping verb. Suppose you are busy now, are is a helping verb. Now are is taken first. Are is placed before you. That's why if helping verbs comes before subject, it ends with a question mark. It is called an interrogative sentence. Okay, another example. How do you go there? Okay, you see, do is an auxiliary verb, helping verb. It is also placed before you. But before that helping verb, we have an interrogative pronoun. How, where, when, how, which. Is such a interrogative pronouns can be used in the beginning. But one thing, whether it has interrogative pronoun or not, helping verb must be placed before the subject or noun or pronoun. Okay. Next we go for the next two types of sentences. Yes, imperative. Imperative. Yes. If suppose when you are at the offline classes, your teacher instructs so many things Sometimes he calls to obey. Go and bring the chalk piece, clean the board, or go in line, or bring the plates for lunch. Like some such of instructions or orders or commands, or our friends may request, give me pen, please help me. Such all instructions all come under imperatives. Every imperative sentence, it begins with the base form of the verb, or it begins with don't. That is a negative imperative. Don't. Some sentence begin with please. We can say some other letter. If a sentence begins with a letter, if a sentence begins with please, if a sentence begins with don't or base form of the verb, but it also ends with a full stop. So that is called imperatives. Imperative means orders, commands, request, advice, warning, instructions. All come under imperatives. Okay. Orders, request, advice, warning. These are all called imperatives. Every imperative sentence ends with full stop. You see, like declarative sentence, it begins with a verb one or don't. Don't. If it begins with a don't, it is a negative interactive. Sometimes it begins with please, sometimes it begins with let. So we can easily identify. But ends with a full stop. There two full stops. By the end of the sentence declarative, by the end of the sentence imperative. You have to differentiate between the two. Yes, if a sentence having a subject, that is declarative. If sentence having without subject, it is an imperative. Yes, go in line. You see, go in line. Go, went, gone. It is the base form of the verb. So, ends with a full stop. Don't move. You see, don't move. It is don't. It's negative imperative. Of course, it may be order. Okay. Next, please help me. Already we said, please, don't, base form of the verb, whatever it may be, it is an imperative. The last one is exclamatory. Exclamatory is nothing but which conveys feelings of the speaker or emotions of the speaker. Okay, now you see. It conveys the emotions of the speaker. It ends with an exclamation mark. Here is also exclamation mark is the punctuation. Okay, so here you observe in all PowerPoint presentations, the punctuation mark is highlighted because for your identification. Okay, you see exclamation mark is there. We can give some example. Oh, what a nice movie it is. Oh, after oh we can use the exclamation mark, and end of the sentence we can use exclamation mark. Okay, friends, I think you might have experienced the difference between the four sentences. Now we can go to our textbook and practice them, whether they are interrogatives, imperatives, exclamatory or declaratives. Okay, go to our textbook. Let's go to our textbook. Okay. Okay, dear friends, we have explained all sentences. So there are four types of sentences: imperative, IM; interrogative, IN; declarative, D; exclamatory, E. Let us start the sentences from the textbook. Yes. Read these sentences and write D for declarative, E for exclamatory, IN for interrogative, IM for imperative. Yes, please show me the way to the library. Here the sentence begins with please, ends with a full stop. A sentence which is ended with full stop, that may be declarative, that may be imperative. So there is no subject at all. Here please is there. Already we explained please, let, don't, base form of the verb in the beginning are there in the beginning. We can confirm that is an imperative. So the first sentence is an imperative. What a great painting this is. Here our emotion can be seen. That's why here it is an exclamatory sentence. The second sentence is exclamatory. Where can I find a sweet shop? Here you see WH word and helping verb is placed before the subject. That's why it ends with a question mark. It is an interrogative. Okay. Mother looks after her children carefully. Yes, the sentence is ended with full stop. Here mother is a noun. A sentence which begins with a noun or pronoun, it is a declarative. So fourth one is declarative. What happened? It is a question. It ended with question. So it is an interrogative. The sixth one is the emperor was pleased with Chitra Varma's paintings. The emperor is the subject. It is ended with full stop. So it is a declarative. Oh, what a beautiful picture. Here we can see a surprise. It's a feeling of surprise. That's why whenever our emotions are conveyed, such sentences are called exclamatory. That's why it is seventh one is an exclamatory. Make an announcement. Make, made, made. Make is the base form of the verb. That's why it is an imperative sentence. Are you crazy? Ramakrishna? Yes. Here you see it begins with a helping verb and ends with a question mark. So it is in an interrogative sentence. Okay. He got a good job. He is a pronoun. Subject, that means it ends with full stop. That is declarative. Next. Did he get good job? Question mark. It ends with question mark. It begins with a helping verb. That's why it is an interrogative. What a great job. Yes, it ends with an exclamation mark. So what is an interjection? That's why it is an exclamatory sentence. Get a good job first. Get a good job first. Yes, get is the base form of the verb. So it is an imperative. What's your job? Yes. Children, you see, good job, job. Job, it is a continued universe sentence. What's your job? It ends with a question mark and begins with a WH word. It is an interrogative. Have you finished your job? Yes, it is also an interrogative. Why? Because it ends with a question mark. It begins with a helping verb has, have. So it is an interrogative. I am ready to finish my job. Yes, it begins with a pronoun and ends with a full stop. That's why it is a declarative sentence. Okay, friends. The answers are given in the end of the sheet. Okay, let us practice.